I recently discovered that for the past 8 months, I've unknowingly been the side guy. She never imagined I'd verify it. Anyway, I'm Finn, 33 years old, working as a mechanical engineer. I'm the sort of person who organizes his tools by color and always goes through user manuals thoroughly. Hardly the image of someone caught up in a chaotic extramarital drama. Huh? Exactly, I thought the same. 8 months back, I encountered Lena at a continuing education facility while attending a course on project management. She instructs foreign language sessions there, quiet-spoken, reflective. Our conversations began after sessions, coffee evolved into meals out, and soon enough, we were dating consistently. But there were always these subtle restrictions. She wouldn't spend the full night, insisting on departing no later than midnight. She cited early classes the next day. No shared pictures on social platforms since she preferred keeping her private matters discreet. Her device would switch to a silent mode every night around 10. I wasn't oblivious. I picked up on it. Yet whenever I brought it up, she managed to make me seem overly needy or pushing things too quickly. Aren't we progressing at a comfortable pace? Truthfully, I accepted that explanation. Having gone through a divorce before, I'd learned from hurrying into serious relationships. Taking it easy seemed sensible. My coworker Tara was constantly giving me skeptical glances about it all. She's like my office best friend for the last 5 years and understands me deeply. Finn, she'd mentioned during breaks, this feels wrong. Listen to your instincts. Still, I continued sticking up for Lena since our time together genuinely seemed authentic. Everything shifted last Tuesday. I had a client appointment close to Lena's area, wrapped up sooner than expected, and decided to stop by a cafe she'd recommended earlier. I arrived around 8 in the evening and spotted her at a table with a guy I didn't recognize. Initially, I assumed perhaps a co-worker or relative, but then I noticed his hand over hers. The specific manner she chuckled at his comment, leaning her head just so. As they got up to go, the cafe's exterior lighting revealed identical wedding rings. I stayed outside, avoided any confrontation, simply froze on the pavement feeling foolish as my mind processed it. This wasn't a case of being separated while still legally tied. It was clearly a romantic outing for a wedded pair. I returned to my vehicle and remained there for an hour. All the justifications, limits, abrupt departures suddenly made sense. I wasn't her partner. I was the one she was betraying her spouse with, her side interest. The following day, I messaged her. We need to discuss. Can you stop by tonight? She arrived at 7, appearing worried. Everything all right? Who is Martin? I inquired. I'd located his identity on his firm's site after a quick online search. It took mere minutes. How simple it was just amplified my sense of foolishness, but Lena's expression stayed neutral. No alarm, no regret, just a composed evaluation. You witnessed us. Yes, fine, she settled on my sofa calmly. Indeed, Martin is my spouse. I assumed you'd realized that already, to be frank. I simply gazed at her. You believed I was aware? Well, I never claimed to be unmarried. Her tone was matter of fact, as if addressing a small misunderstanding. Finn, seriously, we never discussed exclusivity or commitments. Our connection is simply whatever it is. Our connection? I echoed. Lena, we've been involved for 8 months. She just shrugged. It's been pleasant, though it needn't become overly complex. Martin handles his affairs, I handle mine. We're grown-ups. Such situations occur. Is Martin aware of these situations? That's an issue between my husband and me. She rose, straightening her dress. Listen, if this overwhelms you, I get it, but don't pretend I misled you. You didn't pose the proper inquiries. I'll allow you space to reflect. Contact me once you've sorted your thoughts. She departed just like that. No remorse, no deeper clarification past that detached overview. I remained on my sofa long afterward. Tara rang around 9, and I shared the full details. Her reaction was instant. That's borderline psychopathic. Finn, she isn't even feigning remorse. Yeah, I know. Then what will you do? At that moment, a resolve formed. The previous version of me would have simply cut contact and healed quietly. But her total absence of regret, how she'd made me feel foolish for wanting straightforward truthfulness, it didn't sit right. I'll consider it, I replied to Tara. But I was already strategizing. She assumed I was the type who'd tolerate being the affair partner even after learning the facts. She misjudged me entirely. Update 1. 5 days have passed since my initial sharing, and I must provide an update because I'm engaged in what might prove to be the wisest or most foolish decision of my life. Firstly, thanks for the feedback. The majority advised informing Martin right away, cutting off Lena completely, and proceeding forward. A straightforward departure. That's likely the approach a balanced individual would take. That's not my path. Friday morning, I messaged Lena. Hi. I've reflected. Lunch today? Her reply came swiftly. Absolutely. Thrilled you're willing to discuss. We met at the restaurant. She was seated already, seeming eased. Finn, I'm truly pleased you messaged. I feared I'd caused you pain. You did cause pain, I admitted while taking a seat. Yet I've pondered your points about avoiding commitments and acting as mature individuals. Precisely. She extended her hand across the table. I figured you'd comprehend. You're rational. That's always appealed to me about you. However, I have a single query, I noted, retrieving my device. When precisely did you intend to disclose it, or was the idea to continue indefinitely? I'm unsure, she confessed. Is that relevant? We connect well. We do, I concurred, observing her grin. So let's proceed. I merely required a short period to recalibrate my outlook. Her visible ease was striking. We enjoyed the meal, shared laughs, and arranged another meetup for the next week. She pecked me goodbye. I knew you'd grasp it. So many are bound by traditional mindsets. I saw her depart, then promptly dialed Tara. I'm continuing to date her. Finn. But now I'm recording all details. Each message, each encounter, each bill, all of it. Quiet on her side. Then, you're assembling proof. Collecting documentation, there's a distinction. That weekend, I began gathering materials. Captures of all messages over the prior 8 months. Date markers. Bank records displaying outings and presents I'd purchased for her. I reviewed my images and located those snapped of us when she wasn't noticing. Additionally, I investigated Martin. He happens to be a senior associate at a moderate-sized family law practice in the city center. Focuses on separations and child custody, fittingly ironic. The firm's page lists his contact email and location. Tara visited Sunday evening with takeout Thai and an expression suggesting she was intervening. Explain the strategy, she demanded. What's the exact goal? I'll maintain contact with Lena for another couple weeks. Behave as usual. In parallel, record proof that this wasn't a singular error or temporary slip. I aim to demonstrate a repeated behavior. Afterward, compile it neatly and forward to Martin. Then, I'm finished. Cut all ties in advance. Why delay telling him? Currently, she could persuade her way out. She's skilled at it. But with 2 additional weeks, she couldn't downplay it. All right, Tara eventually agreed. I'll assist, but ensure someone holds you accountable. Avoid true recklessness. Thus, Tara took on the role of informal coordinator. We set up a joint file. Each night, I'd input fresh details. Instances Lena messaged. Conversations we shared. Locations visited. Monday evening, Lena visited my apartment. We viewed a film. Midway, she received a call and went outside to answer. Returning, she claimed it was a relative facing issues. From the window, I observed her expressive movements, the lively manner she speaks during tension. That wasn't a light family chat. Likely Martin, with her deceiving us both at once. Wednesday during office hours, my device vibrated in a session. Lena, brief query. Ever pondered our situation's direction? I delayed replying an hour. Occasionally, why? Curious if you're content with the current setup. In other words, probing if I was growing uneasy or posing a risk. The cunning was nearly admirable, if not directed at me. All good, I replied. We agreed to let things flow naturally, correct? Right. Relieved we align. Friday's meal was at an urban cafe. Midway, I remarked. Interesting point. You mentioned last week about my excess concern for your spouse. Oh, she appeared intrigued. Yes, I see now you're correct. You're mature. Your decisions are yours. It isn't my role to feel remorse toward Martin, right? Her expression brightened. Precisely. Finn spot on. Our bond with Martin is distinct from ours. Separate aspects. Separate sections, I added. Yes, she looked truly thrilled I was comprehending. That's precisely it. Certain individuals manage nuance, others cannot. I nodded deliberately, allowing her to believe I was absorbing her deep insight. So returning home tonight for supper with Martin is merely another segment of your routine, correct? It doesn't reduce our connection. Fascinating perspective. I summoned the server for the bill. That evening, I updated the file. Saturday, Lena messaged suggesting a Sunday visit. She arrived midday with sandwiches from her favorite spot. We dined, chatted, then my device alerted. Tara's prearranged cue. Project update? Office matter. I informed Lena while replying briefly. They overwork you, she noted, pecking my shoulder. The hypocrisy of her comment, while juggling a hidden life with her spouse, escaped no one, me especially. At 2:45, she began preparing to leave. Disliked departing soon. Understandable, but soon again. How about Thursday? Thursday's fine. Post-departure, I updated the file. Tara rang at 4. Thursday marks exactly 2 weeks, she noted. Proceeding? I reviewed the file, extensive proof, messages indicating continued interaction post-discovery, dates verifying persistence, images, bills, evident ongoing deceit. Yes, Thursday's our final encounter. Friday a.m., Martin receives the packet. Without identification. Fully unidentified. I don't aim to interfere in their union or force a showdown. Merely supplying facts he ought to possess. And Lena? She receives 0. No rationale. No clash. No resolution. Just absence. Detached. Precise, I amended. She herself stated no commitments were made. Thus no duty to explain my vanishing. Now Sunday evening, facing 4 remaining days. 4 days pretending normality while completing preparations. The file is ironclad. Delivery arranged. Soon, this odd phase concludes. I occasionally question if I ought to regret this deliberation, but mainly, exhaustion prevails. One final gathering, then freedom. Neat, evidenced, complete. Update 2. Monday evening now. Must capture this fresh as the last 4 days felt unreal. Thursday unfolded perfectly per plan. Lena and I dined at an Italian spot she recommended. She was upbeat, discussing potential spring getaway, perhaps a short trip soon, countryside cabin maybe. Sounds appealing, I replied, aware she'd be gone from my world in under a day. Midway, she visited the restroom, her device alerted on the table. Message from M, clearly Martin, inquiring return time. Upon return, these recent weeks have been great, deepening our acquaintance. She grinned, gripping my hand. Same here. Told you we'd adjust fine. You were correct, I stated, meaning it differently than she'd ever realize. We completed the meal, goodbye kiss. That concluded it. Final sighting. Friday, awoke at 6, sleep evaded me. Thursday night, spent perfecting materials, printing all. USB key central, contained 3 items. Full message logs from recent 2 weeks, evidencing contact post-awareness too. Audio capture from prior lunch discussing her separation mindset. Permissible here, 1 party, recording 3. Short composed message. Your spouse has dated me for 8 months. She's aware I know of you for 2 weeks. Not incidental or error. Apologies for the delivery method. You merit the facts. Enclosed in large envelope. Drove to Martin's office pre-work. Confirmed opening at 8. Entered 7:55. Requested receptionist accept package from Martin. She did. I exited. Done. Then work. The endless day. Concentration impossible. Hours dragged. Tara shot worried glances office-wide, but stayed silent. By 2 p.m., device activated. Lena phoning. Ignored. 3 additional in next hour. Then messages. Hi. Ring when possible. Finn, must speak. Issue arose. Please respond. No replies from me. More ringing. Declined another. By 7 p.m., messages escalated urgency. Then 8:47 p.m. Was that you? She realized. Saturday a.m., awoke to 17 unanswered calls, flood of messages. Latest at 2 a.m. It was you. How dare you? You claimed comprehension. You deceived me. You exploited me. Read twice. Her zero introspection, nearly commendable. I exploited her. At last, blocked her contact. All platforms too. Erased our images. Vanished digitally in minutes. Tara visited Saturday p.m. with pizza. Well, blocked fully this morning. Finished. Any word from Martin? Events? None. No longer concerns me. Provided info. His choice now. But Sunday p.m., learned oddly, at supermarket, encountered Lena's school acquaintance. She approached. Wow, Finn, yes? Lena's companion. Her tone on companion implied knowledge. Yes, we dated. Dated, she echoed. Heard? Lena's currently on paid suspension, personal matter. My surprise evident, she elaborated. Big deal apparently. Spouse initiated divorce Friday night. Immediate filing. Rare without grave reason. Circulated school circles weekend. Serious. Yes. Details unknown, but she whispered. You appear fine anyway. I am now truthfully. Post-chat. Lingered in vehicle digesting. Suspension. Immediate divorce. Gossip in work circle. Didn't anticipate Martin's swift, firm action. But as divorce attorney, he recognized the proof instantly and acted. That evening, Lena rang unknown number. Answered unknowingly initially. Finn, don't end call. Should have immediately, but intrigue won. Purpose? Need to grasp why. We were okay. You claimed understanding. Why this? Martin needed the facts. Facts. Her tone sharpened. Fact is you feigned acceptance to betray me. Manipulative. Vicious. Nearly chuckled. Lena, you deceived us both 8 months. Made me question sanity for seeking simple truth. Upon discovery, portrayed me as issue for pain. I never. You straight said I was too traditional for resenting side role. Quiet. Then, you've destroyed my existence. No, calm reply. You destroyed yours. Assumed no discovery. Ended call, blocked anew. Today, Monday. Feel unburdened. Like releasing heavy load. Current status. Solo once more. Better at spotting warnings, unexpectedly at peace. Final update. 6 weeks post last share. No intent to post more, but recent event merits mention. Basics first. I'm well. Actually thriving. Immersed in job, tackled demanding project. Mentally engaging positively. Existence calm. Ordered, without turmoil. 3 weeks back. Exiting work. Spotted him in garage. Martin, beside silver Audi, evidently awaiting. Approached upon sighting me. Up close. Fatigued. Not crumbling, but drained from hardship. I've wished to speak with you. All right. I responded, uncertain outcome. Awkward pause. Care for a beverage? Odd request, but queries, and your likely sole honest source. Bar nearby, back booth, beverages, perhaps life's oddest dialogue. Any suspicion? I inquired first. Retrospectively, perhaps. Minor signs. Happier briefly, involved more. Paused. Assumed positive. Evidently for her, dual existences. Sipped. Upon learning, she claimed non-exclusivity. Essentially open arrangement. Absolutely not. Never broached. Planned family soon. Flat tone, underlying fury audible. Apologies. Unaware until cafe sighting. Yes, deduced timeline from your materials. Direct gaze. No, I hold no grudge against you. Deceived equally, perhaps more, with marital safeguards. You relied solely on her assurance. Near to our talk. Detailed separation. She resisted initially. Alleged illegal proof. Denied, but dates undeniable. Recordings valid. Confrontation led quick, full admission. Moreover, Martin noted, further search uncovered priors. Forgotten old communications. Not your first. Prior 2 years back. Likely more undiscovered. Impacted deeply. Thus habitual. I overly trusting, occupied, or naive. Drain glass. School suspension. Colleague aware of us complained. Misuse of institutional assets / time for private affairs. Probe confirmed sufficient for leave. Remote finish year, then terminated. Speechless. Didn't intend job loss. Solely truth for Martin. Not pleased by hardship, I stated. Merely info for your decisions. Appreciated, ordered more. Finalization 8 weeks. Seeking payout, but conditions limit. Prenup nullifies most on infidelity. Current residence? Parents' home outskirts. Occasional outreach via acquaintances, but finished entirely. To me, her attempts? Various numbers briefly, blocked all. Month silent. Wise, maintain. Continued chat. Queried my profession. Discussed engineering 20 minutes. Handling patent on mechanical, stress queries. Bizarre, yet ideal non-Lena topic. Parted amicably. Lingered vehicle processing. Closure. Not victorious, simply authentic. 2 victims of same deceiver exchanging insights, advancing. Yesterday erased proof directory completely. Backup retained precautionary, now unnecessary. Purpose fulfilled. Retention seemed lingering tie, unwanted. Thus current. 6 weeks later, more authentic than past year. Engaged meaningful work. With valuing individuals, gradually restoring self-trust. Gratitude for attention, community. Aided clarity amid chaos. Ready to seal this era, embrace future. Peace.